Oh, here we make the most of little things a day defined by anything but tourists.
Nice. Woo-hoo. Julia Gagnon, Jana Smith, and Nate Haven. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
And so let's talk a little bit about your path. What led you here to where you are now?
Oh, well, a long story made very short. What led me here was auditioning for American Idol. I auditioned honestly, almost a year ago today. I did the first Zoom audition, which kind of kick-started my journey on the show. I went to Nashville. I guess the rest of it is kind of public knowledge, but it was a very long year. And I'm not sure many people know that it was a year of filming.
Oh, wow.
In February, we'd already been filming for about 6 months.
Wow. Talk a little bit about this song, Here in Maine. You're from Maine?
Yes. Well, we're from Maine. Both of us are from Maine. We were in California when we wrote our single, Here in Maine, which is actually the name of our tour. And I think we were just missing home. We were both just two Maine kids in LA who still had 2 weeks in LA, and we wanted to write a song for Maine, kind of a love letter to our state, and we published it this summer.
Yes. What do you love the most about Maine?
Oh, that's really hard. Probably the people.
The people.
I mean, I don't think that you find our community many other places, or at least that I found that we haven't
as you travel
in our travels.
Around.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite part, but it's also a beautiful state to live in.
It is. And what do you love the most about your new way of life? Traveling around.
I love meeting people. I think, especially being raised in a state like this, even if you're an artist or if you're a musician, you're kind of like, okay, I'm not going to get opportunities like that. You kind of just seclude to that conclusion. But with the platform of American Idol, which I'm very grateful for, I've gotten to meet lots of people that we've touched with our music, or even just my story or being myself. And that's probably the best part, because I never would have met those people otherwise.
What's the most challenging? Everything happened so quickly for you.
That in itself is very challenging. I think going from, I guess, what you would call a quote unquote normal life to something that's very abnormal, it's not, you don't get used to it. My best friend Abby won the show, and we talk every day, and we're on the same level of just being completely thrown into something that we're not familiar with. It's difficult to navigate because there's no handbooks on how to go from American Idol to real life. Probably the most difficult part is you hear about the woodworks, or you hear about people coming out who maybe didn't like you before, or didn't talk to you before, or come to work with you and they never wanted to work with you before. And that's hard to navigate, especially as a small town kid. I mean, I was close with many people, and then I didn't necessarily feel all that love when I was growing up, and now suddenly it's here. So it's something that I'm really grateful for, but at the same time, it's something that I keep in the back of my mind, and I just try to navigate through every day.
Nice. And let's talk a little bit about Idol. What'd you love the most about Idol?
Oof. American Idol was such a privilege in so many ways. It was a lot of hard work. My favorite part was probably, again, meeting the friends that I consider lifelong friends. I don't think... I believe that a lot of people watch the show and they're like, reality TV. It's the farthest from reality is reality TV. But those friendships that you see, those relationships, I mean, I wouldn't have 7 people coming to join me in a month if I wasn't really friends with them. It was just for show. We were all very close. We were all going through the same odd thing that, I mean, when you got to the top 24, only 24 people in America were experiencing at that time. And I made lifelong relationships. I mean, all of them are coming to our wedding. Some of them are in our wedding. Our wedding.
Your invitations up.
Yes. I have. June 27th, 2026, because we got engaged during Idol. So gave ourselves some time.
Is it going to be an Idol theme? And
not an Idol theme, but I think Idol studded just by accident. Yeah. Sure.
And so let's talk a little bit more about Idol and what the schedule was like, a little behind the scenes.
Whew. The schedule was insane. I mean, and I'm glad it was, because all of us deserved to be there. I mean, even if we didn't believe it, even if we still struggle to believe it now, because that group was so humble. And but the schedule that was given to you, it was basically like, sign right here, do you think that you deserve this or not? And that was what they proposed we worked a lot of hours, probably 14 hours a day, give or take. For 7 days straight, we didn't get a day off.
Wow.
So it was a lot of work to put on that show, but we all loved it. We all wanted to be doing that. So it was hard at times, but I think we all wanted to be there.
What was one of your favorite songs that you sang during the show?
My favorite was Over the Rainbow, where the judges pick. Honestly, a lot, because it went well. I can admit that it was one of my best, I guess, on the show, but choosing a song was a nightmare for me, because I have different tastes in music. I listen to almost all music in the car or on the radio, and so I sing a lot of different music.
What about rap?
Yeah.
You have some rap?
Yeah,
a little rap.
I rapped.
Yeah.
I rapped in a singing competition that I ended up winning. I don't know how I won when I rapped for one of the finales, but
nice.
That's what I did. But it was so difficult to try and pigeonhole yourself into a genre while staying true to yourself. So I liked having a song picked for me in that moment.
You mentioned the contestants. Everyone was so humble. What about the celebrities, musicians, the artists that you met?
100%.
How were they?
100%. I mean, they're all, again, there is no handbook to being in the public eye. And until you're in it, you don't understand necessarily. I mean, it's a different kind of art. It's a very nice and easy life to some degree, sure. But I think it really does milk true and honest people to try and stay true to themselves, because if you don't, you're gone. And honestly, I mean, the judges, the musicians, they didn't need to be part of this. They didn't need to give us advice about what it's like to be a young artist. I talked to Luke Bryan for an hour about just starting off, and I still think about his advice every day, because it's a really difficult industry to just be thrown into. They were all very, very humble, and they were all there and rooting for us, whether or not the competition showed that.
Mm-hmm.
How was it meeting Meghan Trainor?
Oh my goodness, Meghan is exactly how you would think she is. I mean, she was just so bubbly. I loved how she was so authentic, and that far into the competition, we needed just a reminder. I think she told almost, if not all of us, ignore the camera right here, ignore the show, ignore the competition. If you get eliminated tonight, if you win the show, you've come this far. I wouldn't have been able to do this at your age, so you should be proud of yourself. And it was just that pep talk that we really needed and appreciated coming from her.
Nice. So let's talk a little bit about the music that you featured or your concert like you'll do tonight.
Yeah. So, I mean, our set lists range. And honestly, the tonight versus, say, Bangor, they're just all completely different, because okay. I mean, I honestly think before Idol, I wouldn't have had that versatility in me. I would have just stuck to the same thing. But tonight, we are going to actually probably debut a new single that we just wrote, as well as a lot of originals that are going to be released.
Are you guys ready to sing it on the radio a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe not.
We give a little sample of it if you want.
If I remember.
You ready? You want to do it now? You want to do it now?
Try our new one?
Yeah, let's see. We're going to try, what's the name of the song? And
it doesn't have a name yet.
Oh, no name. Okay.
Quite literally.
No name song yet. Debuted right here on Classic Hits 92.7, 95.3.
Do you want to just go through a chorus? Let's do it.
Go through a chorus?
Well, verse chorus.
Oh, first chorus, okay.
I'm so sick of wearing this face. Staying up late with someone else's rage. It's so exhausting being the bigger man when I'm just a little girl with a bigger man's hands. Fire on the mountain, my fight flies away. Now I fight the flames just like yesterday. Look out down below, another tree is fallen. Summer's gone, I'll be who you say I am. Now it's time for autumn.
Nice.
Thank you.
So tonight, Jana Smith, give us some details about tonight.
So Alan Cook, local musician, will hit the stage between 5 and 5:30, and he'll play for an hour before Julia hits the stage. I think most people are familiar with Alan Cook, most local people. It's a free concert brought to everyone by Calais Downtown Revitalization Coalition.
All right. And you guys are gearing up. Oh, it helps if I have my mic on. And you guys are gearing up for a concert at the Cross Insurance Center. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep. So we did a huge concert in Portland at Merrill Auditorium to open this tour. The day after, we decided that we wanted to close it even bigger. I had my idol friend Aji open the concert with me, so it felt appropriate to invite him back. But it got me thinking that I'm so lucky to have all the resources that Maine wanted to offer me, and I think I'm the only one, because Maine was rallying and supporting me unlike any other state had supported idols before. I mean, I was so grateful, and so these idols didn't have the same opportunities that I was having, even though they are deserving, if even more than me, to be on those stages being heard by thousands of people. So I decided to invite Aji back, Kay Blocks, Quintavious Johnson, Roman Collins, Jennifer Jeffries, Kennedy Reed, and Reagan Mills to host the entire show, all of them as seen on American Idol. And it's a benefit concert for the Maine Cancer Foundation, which is something very dear to our hearts. And it's just going to be a great night of music, and I think it's going to be a celebration for Maine, hopefully, is what we're hoping for.
And we're going to be giving away some tickets.
Ooh.
I haven't figured out how we're going to do it yet, but we're going to give them
We're going to give some away tonight at the concert
so
from
exciting.
CDRC.
We're going to do it on the radio. We'll get calling
Nice.
and see what happens
I'll
here.
be calling in.
It's going to be it's going to be a great show. It really is.
Is there a question that you'd like to be asked more often that you don't get asked?
Oh, good question, Luke.
That is a good question. I wish that there was not more interest, because people love you, but more focus on the part that Nate plays in this entire thing. I mean, he was there through the entirety of American Idol, and he only missed 2 shows.
Wow.
While working a full-time job, and while staying home with our dog and our cat, and cleaning our apartment, and doing everything while I was off chasing a dream. And we're lucky enough, he is also a musician, clearly, that we wrote together even before the show. And he does, like, it pulls half the weight, seriously. I mean, the songs that we write, the sets that we play wouldn't happen without, I can't play guitar. So yeah, just the importance of Nate. Of all instrumental musicians that are backing those vocalists that get all of that attention. I mean, it wouldn't happen without them. So
Nate, how'd you guys meet?
I was working at the Apple store in the Maine Mall around Christmas time, and you were Christmas shopping with a friend, and then you came into the store with your friend.
thought he was cute. What can I say?
And I saw you.
Yeah.
Apple store, nice.
You
At the Apple Store.
yeah, you thought
Not
I was cute
sponsored.
from across the store.
And I guess we just never got rid of each other since then. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So is there anything else you guys want to add before we go?
Do you have anything
No.
else?
No.
Can't wait to see them.
Jana,
everybody
anything
tonight.
you want to add?
I don't think so. I'm just really excited to have Julia here and Nate. Thank you
Where you guys
for
going
coming
to
to
eat? Anywhere
Calais.
special?
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. I should have known.
St. Croix Tap and Table, maybe?
All right, St. Croix Tavern Table. All right, nice. I had the chicken wings not too long ago.
Highly recommend, huh?
All right. Say- hey, actually, can you guys sing us out a little bit? Your song?
Sure, yeah.
All right, here in Maine.
I was raised a mile from the border, where the gas is $2.25. And the pine trees line the highway like there's nothing but this road in sight for miles. And it feels like I've been playing dead and watching kids run through the fiddleheads. And the deer, they scour the highway like our exit might be up at any hour. Oh, here in Maine, here we stay. Here we make the most of little things, a day defined by anything but tourists. 1, 2, 3. Watch the big bus leave before September. Left us with some road rage to remember. And the pine trees line the highway like there's nothing but this road in sight for miles. Oh, and ask me for a level head. I'm stacking wood inside a wooden shed. And the deer, they scour the highway like our exit might be up at any hour. Oh, here in Maine, here we stay. Here we make the most of little things, a day defined by anything but tourists. Oh, and we all say we could leave today and take the train to greener pastures and pay. But 7 years and I look down at those short and unfamiliar city roads. Oh, and we all say we could leave today and take the train to greener pastures and pay. 7 years and I look down at those short and unfamiliar city roads. Roads here in Maine, here we stay. Here we make the most of little things, a day defined by anything but tourists. Oh, here we make the most of little things, a day defined by anything but tourists.
Nice. Julia Gagnon, Jana Smith, and Nate Haven. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
And this is Lupe. You're listening to Classic Hits 92.7, 95.3.
This has been Street Beat, Classic Hits public affairs and information program. Views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of Classic Hits Radio's management or staff.